Another Chamber of Commerce day here in Central Texas. It was just a gorgeous day. It's going to turn into a gorgeous evening as the Panthers of Prairie View A&M come to UFCU to take on the Texas Longhorns. Texas Tuesday, we have it for you right here on LHN. Good evening, everybody. Keith Moore along with Greg Swindell. Greg, over the weekend, obviously for Texas, it was very difficult. The Longhorns did not play their best ball. They got beat on Saturday in the first game of the doubleheader. Thomas Hatch was outstanding. But how do you build that confidence? Where do you go from there? This is a team that really has some things out in front of them they can still do. Now, it's probably going to take winning the conference tournament, but how do you turn the corner here?
Well, you can't let this game be a downer. You have to come out tonight and challenge yourself as a baseball player to be the best player that you can be. When you do that, you relax, you have fun, and build confidence. Confidence is a big thing that this Texas team needs, especially late in the season. They're going to need it in the Big 12 tournament when they get there. But be a challenge for yourself to go out and play good baseball.
And I think it's going to fall on some of these veteran players. They've got to challenge themselves. They know what they have to do. Just got to go out and get it done. You know, the confidence of playing the game sometimes erodes you as a player. It gets away from you. You got to try to find a way to get that back. We're into the month of May now. Obviously, there is no path, I don't think, at this point from winning during the regular season to get into the NCAA. I think their path is winning the Big 12 tournament. But you got to get something going before that. And they want to finish above 500.
Yeah, 500 is very important for Texas as you look at the remaining schedule.
And you look at it, they got to travel to West Virginia. West Virginia just a game behind Texas in the standings in the Big 12. Then obviously Texas State after the week off for finals and Baylor. And those are 4 games in 5 days. And then you got to turn around the next week. And the most important one, that bottom one. And they're going to take on an opponent tonight in the Panthers of Prairie View A&M under the direction of Antoine Riggins. September 1st, he got the job. Greg, I mean, he is a baseball guy. It's good to see them get a baseball guy at Prairie View A&M. He was talking about these guys who had to start from the very beginning. He didn't have many scholarship players. 16 of them are walk-ons.
Yeah, he's got a tough go of it. He's learning his players. The players are still learning him. You ask in May, how can that happen? Well, he's brand new to the program. And with the walk-ons and the lineups that he's hasn't had very much success, but there are some guys in the middle of that lineup. Shannon Washington right there and Darian Williams. Both of those young men are very good players. And for them, they will be facing Connor Mays.
Now, this is an important start for Connor Mays. The first thing you look at when I look at Connor is he needs to get some confidence. He needs to get into the 5th or 6th inning in a ball game. He's going to be needed for this club. You get into a tournament environment, you've got to have 4 starters.
You've got to have 4. Texas has been searching for that 4th one. Connor struggles lately in his last 3 starts, but it all comes with confidence. Now, I've said it the last few Tuesdays, you can't beat yourself up on the mound. You just have to relax, get the ball over the plate, throw strikes, and like the other Texas pitchers, get the rhythm, get into a good rhythm for Connor Mays.
Have fun. I think that was another key word that you've talked about. Folks, it's a game, and yes, they want to compete, they want to try to win championships, but it's got to be fun. And I don't think Connor's had much fun lately. Maybe he can get something going and start having a little fun on the mound.
When you're successful and getting past the 3rd inning, tonight will be successful for Connor Mays, and he'll have some fun. He'll be having some fun with his new second baseman out there tonight.
Yeah, that's not if you're tuning in, you're thinking, what? And Barrera is playing second base in tonight's ball game. Michael Cantu behind the plate. His first ever start at second base. We'll see how things go there. But he's ready to go as Nick Gurka steps in. And we're underway. Freshman from Navasota fouls this ball back for strike 1.
I was saying before the game that with Tress at second base, the ball will find him early.
Yes, it will. The 0-1 from Connor. Upstairs with a breaking ball. .286 on the year. He's done a nice job at the top of this order. Offense has not really been a problem for the Panthers this season. just spending time with their staff, they talked about the fact is the extra outs. They've really struggled to catch the ball. They've averaged about 6 walks per ball game.
We've seen it when you do give up the extra outs. It puts more pressure on the pitching staff, makes them throw more pitches, longer innings.
On the ground, and you said it, find him early, and this is exactly what happened. Prairie gets the first opportunity and makes the play. I guarantee you, as a player, you're thinking, how did that happen? But it happens invariably all the time.
I called it 2 hours ago, sitting on the bench. You know it's going to happen. Well, he's 1 for 1 is Tress out there at second base.
Kevin McSeas steps in. He's a junior for Pearland. Connor's been ahead of the first 2 hitters. Breaking ball stays upstairs. He hadn't been able to get that breaking ball over to this point.
Yeah. Does not have the feel for it. He's thrown 3 and all 3 out of the zone. But you have to continue to throw it. Eventually you're going to find it. He's got the fastball tonight.
The bottom of the strike zone.
Usually early in games it takes a few to get a feel for the breaking ball, and then when you're also a little timid with that breaking ball, not throwing it completely. Good fastball.
2 quick outs for Connor Mays. Have a little fun. See if he can get something established. Shannon Washington steps in. He's the designated hitter. Junior from the Houston area. Tried to check his swing, could not.
There's the good breaking ball by Connor. You still have to continue to throw it, even if you don't have a feel for it.
Washington's been on a hot streak in the last 5 ball games. He's 7 for 17 with 4 homers. Went around again there.
Back-to-back breaking balls by Connor. Good time here to climb the ladder. Hasn't seen the fastball. Connor has the good one tonight.
Good location there. Great start to the ball game for Connor Mays. 1, 2, 3. Go the Panthers here in the first, as Mays just outstanding in that first inning. '48th season as an NCAA head coach for Augie Garrido, his 20th year here at the University of Texas. That's a lot of victories, 1,970. His lineup will look like this tonight. Looks a little different. If you can see there, it's second base in the 3rd spot in the order. Barrera, the only difference really in the lineup. Cantu in the lineup behind the plate. It's been that base lineup for the last few weeks. And they'll be facing Edgar Sanchez, making his 10th appearance and his 10th start of the year.
Edgar Sanchez, the junior from Everman, talking with Antoine Riggins, saying he's going to give them the best chance to win this ball game. He's a strike thrower. He has 3 pitches, fastball, slider, and a changeup. Can get him over the plate. Gives up pitches to contact.
Travis Jones steps in. Hits it on the ground to 3rd. Right off the bat, throw across the diamond offline. And that has been a big problem for the Panthers. I think that's their 87th error of the season, if it's an error. Josh Wells just trying to go to his right. Backed up here. Plants his foot. Throw just carries offline. Now we'll see how they score it, but a leadoff base runner.
Throw was up the line and hit Travis Jones. Good throw there, probably gets him.
Sanchez comes set now. Clements squares the bunt. Good bunt up the first base line, but it rolls foul.
Edgar Sanchez, 54 innings of work this year, only has 17 walks. Like Coach Riggins says, he's going to get the ball around the plate. The only problem is he hits some barrels. He's given up 77 hits in those 54 innings. But we'll work for you 5 times this year. He's thrown over 100 pitches in an outing.
Got him at second base as Jones did not get a good jump. He sort of stumbled. That's one of those when you take off and you just don't get that jump. One move right there. Tried to slide to the outside corner. Good throw from T-My behind the plate. And got him.
Perfect throw. Right on the bag and got a speedy Jones.
Texas has been really good in the stolen base department on the season. They were 9 out of 10 in their last 7 games. It's the 15th time this season they've been caught trying to steal a bag.
And just the opposite for Prairie View. They've given up a lot of stolen bases, but right there, T-My just came up and put one right on the bag.
Full count to Cody. Out in front, pulls it foul.
Ryan Russ. Oh boy. Yep.
If you try to make a play, you're better off
letting 2
it go.
hands.
Yeah.
Come on, Russ.
The payoff. Got him with a breaking ball. Has to throw to first. To throw to first just in time. T-My wasn't sure that he had to throw or not that time. You could see him turn and look at Matt Martinez, the home plate umpire, and said, "Did I get him?" He said, "Gave the sign." I like what Martinez did. No, he's safe right now. You better throw it.
Good job on all parts right there.
Second baseman, Tres Barrera. I know we keep saying that, but it was just unusual for all of us to.
He'll laugh at it too a little bit. But you know what? He's in the lineup. He's smiling.
Having fun.
Having fun.
The 0-1. Breaking ball misses downstairs. The 1-1. Got to stay back on a day like this.
Yeah, you do.
You know, just one of the things, a guy that's not going to overpower you. I used to think to myself, I'm not going to pull a ball today. When you get in the box, you you think, I'm not going to pull it. I'm going to go the other way. You're still going to pull some balls,
yeah,
but you're thinking back through the box or the other way, and it keeps your body in there.
Would you ever widen your stance?
You have to at times to do that, and I also might move up in the box a little different spot in the location. This ball popped up and put away in 1-2-3. Texas is retired in the first. 0-0. We go to the second.
College baseball on Longhorn Network is brought to you by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly.
Across the First Street Bridge, looking at the City Hall, the great city of Austin, Texas. 0-0 ball game as we go to the top of the second. Connor Mays out for his second inning of work. Keith Moreland, Greg Swindell with you. Glad you're with us.
Second to last Texas Tuesday of the season.
On the ground to Baker. Has it across the diamond in time. 4 in a row, but 6 consecutive strikes there from Connor Mays. That's important. Filling the strike zone up.
Yeah, results. Sometimes you can't control results. What he can control is that fastball and the breaking ball and how he gets it to the plate, and he's doing a good job so far.
Williams steps in. He's a good offensive player. 351 on the year. He's hit 5 homers.
He only has 74 at-bats on the season.
Downstairs.
Good-looking young man, 6'3". Like Mike Cameron up there right now. Ready? Get those eyes ready.
He's had a great month of April where he hit 355 in April. 2 homers. He's driven in 9, scored 9 times.
And we talk about the consecutive strikes. Connor throws 3 straight balls. 4.
First base run of the ball game for the Panthers. Rick, where does that come from? You're just cruising?
It's concentration. I mean, it's the only thing it can be. Because if you get in such a rhythm where you really haven't been close to throwing a ball for 6 pitches, and all of a sudden you just don't think, you don't concentrate.
A little hit and run. Herrera has it, goes to first, and smart play there. He could have thought about going to second on the hit and run, but he's just a baseball player, understands how to play right there, because easily your first thought might have been to try to go to second to get that out, but go ahead and get the out right there. That's why the team hit and run against you, is trying to get that guy to second.
He knew the time it took the ball to get to him, knew the speed of the runner. Taking a chance on not getting any outs. Also looked like he was going to cover second on that.
Yeah, he might have, not sure if he had the bag or not. You can see the shadow right now as Joseph Wells, freshman from Humble, steps in. Good breaking ball for strike 1.
This is where it might be more difficult for Tres Barrera out there to give signs and pick off moves and things like that to the pitcher, because only have had a practice to work on.
Well, we've seen him take ground balls in the infield most of the year. Good breaking ball again, and quickly it's 0-2 to Wells.
That was good breaking ball by Connor. Buckled Wells.
Wells 2 for 14 on the season with runners in scoring position. Missed his spot trying to go out, but it was downstairs.
He wants that same fastball he threw Shannon Washington to end the first. Out on the outer half of the plate. That ball ran right back over the middle. He buckled him with a couple breaking balls. I wouldn't doubt to see it right here. Went up,
got him chasing
with the heat. Connor Mays, 2 innings, no runs. Texas coming to bat.
3 strikeouts for Mays, all with the fastball. Over the weekend, it was a tough weekend for Texas. In game 1 on Saturday, Thomas Hatch was just brilliant.
He beat Texas. He was outstanding. Complete game, a second consecutive complete game shutout.
Then the second game, miscues came back. Texas gave up 4 unearned runs and dropped that game. And the second half of the doubleheader, 6-3. And then on Sunday, again, Texas really struggled defensively. And then for the first time over the weekend, they couldn't throw strikes, especially in that 7th and 8th inning.
Yeah, there's going to be times in seasons where you're going to get beat. Texas did that with Hatch throwing the complete game. But then the next 2 games, they beat themselves. That's something they can't do from here on out, is beat yourselves. Got to play better baseball.
Casey Clemens steps in. First pitch in there, first strike. Clemens has had a great month of April. 323 on the month. Average has been up over 300. Ball hit on the ground. Out to Jefferson at second. He bobbles the throw to first. Is it in time? No, it's not. Off the bag. Second miscue of the ball game. They're averaging about 2.5 errors per game.
They're almost there. To the left for Josh Jefferson. Not sure the turf. Ball just comes up on him a little bit. Then he rushes the throw to first and pulls Angel Avalos off the back.
E4 on the play. Baker steps in. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Joe, the sophomore from McKinney. Back into the lineup about 3 weeks ago now. Bunted foul. Count evens.
Ran in on Joe pretty good. Pushed him off the plate. Couldn't keep it fair.
Over to first. That's just to let you know, hey, I know you're over there. Wasn't his best move. Right back to the mound. Could go to second. They get one there. Nice play by Sanchez. Boy, he got himself in good position to make that throw.
The ball bunted right back to him. It wasn't bunted very firm. He got to this ball quick. Got to it quick. Knows how quick he got to it. He's able to go to second and just in front of Casey.
So that brings Patrick Mathis to the plate. Sophomore from Waco. Leads the Big 12 in RBIs during conference play.
Wouldn't think Joe would be over there long. 7 of 8 on the season. Stolen bases. Doesn't have a very big lead at the moment.
Popped up, back out of play.
Can we bottle this day up?
It is a gorgeous day. Mathis has reached base in 18 consecutive games, either via hit or a walk. Slight breeze blowing in. 73 degrees on the big board. Good pitch to run now, 2-1. Shadow is a factor. Lights are not on. There goes Baker. Throw to second is in time. T-My 2 for 2. Who says you can't run on me? He's done a nice job. Baker peeks in. Throw is right there. Just in time to get Baker.
Both of them. Both throws have been right on the money.
Gets rid of it in a hurry. Gets the out. Popped out to center. Jefferson, second baseman, goes back out in the outfield. And the Longhorns are retired again. 0-0. We go to the third.
Your heart. When it falters, you don't seek the largest cardiology group. You seek the best. You appreciate.
0-0 game. We go to the third, and T-My will lead it off. But boy, he's been outstanding at throwing runners out. In the first, does a nice job of throwing out Travis Jones. This time, just a perfect exchange and a perfect throw to get Joe Baker.
So what do you credit it to?
Well, he's got outstanding footwork. That's the first thing he's done is he gets his feet in position to throw. The exchange from his glove to his hand has been quickly. This ball right back to the mound. Mays has it. Underhands it to first for the first out of the inning. But as a catcher, your feet are so important in throwing. If they're not under you and in a good position, you're not going to make a solid throw. So that'll bring Josh Jefferson to the plate. Texas had been really good in stolen base department for the last couple of times they've tried. Jefferson steps in. He's a junior from Baton Rouge. Good high fastball. Quickly it's 0-2.
Hunter now with 8 of 9 first pitch strikes in the game. Still searching again for the grip on the curveball. Just doesn't seem he has it one inning that didn't have it. It's like he tried to overthrow that one. He's got a good fastball. I just go with that.
Well, I understand that, but that's a good fastball right there. And his 4th strikeout in the first 9 batters he's faced. You see a smile. Haven't seen many of those from Connor lately.
He's smiling because Michael Cantu put that glove down and he threw probably his best fastball all year right there.
In the spot
he wanted to throw it, and that's something that can click in your mind if you're a pitcher. You used to get that in spring training when you were getting ready, and then that one day where you let one go right where you wanted it, and you're like, okay, I think I'm there.
Gurka steps in. He grounded to second his first time up. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's 2-0.
You see how that one, he just kind of sat there on his land foot, and the one prior to he was falling off to the side. His mechanics just aren't good with his breaking ball right here. He's got the fastball.
8 outs recorded so far. 4 of them via the strikeout. The other 4 ground balls. Just throwing it right by him right there.
I wouldn't want to go to 3-2 with the breaking ball. I'd go with what's working right now, and that's number 1.
Punches it to right. Clements has it though. 1, 2, 3. Go the Panthers. Bottom of the 3rd. 0-0. Nothing ball game as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Game plan with legendary coach Augie Garrido continues tomorrow night at 8 Central right here on LHN. Catch all things Texas baseball as coach talks strategy and provides insight as the Horns continue the 2016 season.
Do you know that show is hosted by Lowell Glendo?
It is.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it is. Coach Garrido. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time.
Every time we run that, I get a text in. You can tell Keith that hosted by Lowell Glendo. I understand.
I just read the card, Greg.
I hear you.
Zane Gurwitz steps in, bottom 3rd of the yard. Gurwitz, Cantu, and Rand. Zane, the junior from San Antonio. Sanchez has done a nice job to this point. He's gotten some help from his catchers, throwing 2 runners out at second, trying to steal. Breaking ball downstairs. Not going to be overpowering.
Got to be patient.
Change up on the ground. See us across in time for the first out here in the 3rd.
Being patient means you have to stay back. Right there, Zane was just out in front of that one. That's how he rolled over.
Michael Cantu, sophomore from Corpus, will step in. To see him start building some confidence. Greg, there's not a put out in the game at this point by either team outside of the infield. Everything has either been a strikeout or a ground ball.
You're right.
We had a couple of pop-ups, but both of those in the infield.
2 infielders beyond the stripe.
Misses with the 0-2. The 1-2. Sanchez hasn't had real good command of his breaking ball. He's just using the change and the fastball. He's had good command of those, but he hasn't been able to get his curveball over or his slider.
The changeup grip sometimes is similar to a fastball grip, and you light grip, you throw it the same. Not finding the breaking ball, but uses the fastball right there to get Michael Cantu to chase upstairs.
Second strikeout for Sanchez. And Tyler Rand will come to the plate. Cantu reaches back, asks Matt Martinez, says, "Is that a strike?" I never ask an umpire if it was a strike or not. I wanted him to think if I swung at it, it was a strike. I don't want him to think I'm indecisive of what the strike zone is.
It's not going to be a strike when it's around your neck. That's for sure.
And the 0-1.
Sinker. Good movement on that one by Sanchez.
He's been ahead of the Longhorns. 7 out of the 9 Longhorn hitters that have come to the plate, he's had strike 1 on. And it's 1-2 to Rand.
He gets it and throws it. Whatever it is. Looks back for the count. T-My getting the signals from the bench. Puts it down.
Curveball got him. Third strikeout of the ball game for Edgar Sanchez. And you can see this breaking ball just nips the corner right here. Greg, that's a good one.
They found the breaking ball there to Tyler Rand. Zeros across the board for both teams.
Nothing like a hot dog at the ballpark. What did Humphrey Bogart say?
Here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah, well, he said that, but he said a hot dog at the ballpark was better than a steak at the Ritz.
Wow. So it was you dirty rat.
Wow. Nothing ball game as we go to the top of the 4th inning. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due for the Panthers. Macias was a strikeout victim his first time up. The 1-0. On the ground to Baker. Across.
In sail on him. Still nothing out of the infield.
Prairie View A&M, located down in the Houston area. I did not know it was the 2nd oldest state-sponsored higher educational school in Texas. Almost 9,000 enrollees. 3 conference championships.
Swack.
Off of the fist foul. Washington, a good hitter. He's had a good season. To Baker, who has to charge, throws across his body. Play comes out of the glove of Clements. Baker trying to throw across his body that time. I think that was one of those where he could have had a little more time to set his feet and make that throw, but rushed it just a little bit. We'll see what the call.
I think you're right. Comes in, gets the exchange, but had plenty of time. Casey put the tag on him, but then the ball pops out when the foot hits it. It'll be an E. Not sure. It's on the throw up the line because Casey caught it, and then the ball came out of his glove.
It's a base hit. So Washington has the first hit of the ball game.
No, E3.
Well, it's been changed. That's a tough arrow on Casey.
Okay, it was in his glove. I think that's it. The ball's in his glove, and the Washington's foot hit his glove, and it came out.
Avalo steps in 0 for 1.
The umpire never gave a. He just called safe the entire time.
Washington at first now. That pitch catches the corner, and it's 1-2. May set. Fights this off. It's a good fastball in a good location there after the changeup. Lights are on now here at the dish. Ball hit the center, in there for a base hit. Had a chance at second, as Washington thought that ball might be caught. That's one of those where you just don't anticipate as an outfielder that the guy's not going to be at second base. I think Zane came up to throw and was a little bit surprised that Washington had not gotten there. Watch him right here. He just stops like he's headed back to the bag.
No one's at the bag.
Yeah. And not supposed to be.
Zane put his glove up as to deke the runner, and that worked, but nobody was on the bag.
Williams steps in. First real threat of the game by either club.
First ball to the outfield.
First base hit in the ball game. Good breaking ball there. When Connor's been in the stretch, his breaking ball's been better than in the windup.
He stays compact with it. You see right there, he didn't fall off. His mechanics were perfect. He wasn't falling off to the side.
Tries to paint with a fastball and just misses. The 1-2. Just gets a piece of it. Longhorns looking for a double play ball right here. Williams has got good speed. He's tough to double up. Got him with the breaking ball. Not in a good location. Really changed him up, though, on the speed.
You fooled him with that curveball earlier in the at-bat, so it's in the back of the mind right there of Williams. They got him back on his heels. So right there, he gets him back on his heels, and they can't make contact.
Joseph Mack will step in from the left side. It's been an effective outing because we haven't seen Mays go past 5 pitches to any one hitter.
He's had command of the fastball, and that's what saved him up to this point. He knows he can always go back to that pitch, and he's had a good live fastball tonight.
Up the first baseline, Clements has it, steps on the bag and out of the jam. Connor Mays gets out of it. 0-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
Hot.
0-0 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, back to the top of the order. Some purple. Fans in town. Edgar Sanchez has faced the minimum so far. His team has made 2 miscues behind him, but his catcher, Timai, has thrown out both of those guys trying to steal. So he's faced 9 through the first 3 innings. Misses there, hasn't walked a batter. He struck out 3. The 2-0 to Jones. Get something off of it. Out in front, second time through, you got to make an adjustment.
Have to. That was a great pitch. That just kind of looked like a little Eva's coming in there. 76 miles an hour changeup off the fastball. Oh no.
Fouled off, and it's 2-2.
I would sit changeup.
And think the other way.
Yeah.
Jones back in the box, the 2-2. Just misses outside. Timai talking to him like, hey, did you throw me a cutter?
Looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah. Little conversation. We'll do it again. Second 3-ball count for Sanchez. On the ground into center. Texas has their first hit of the night. Jones is thinking 2. The throw to second. He's out now. As he overslid the bag, as he tried to pop up, his momentum carried him over the bag. He hustled to get into second base, but his momentum carried him off the bag.
Yeah, he got some full speed going in there to second base and went in hard with the slide. We'll see here. Almost just slid right into his foot and just couldn't stop the momentum. Good job right there by Josh Jefferson to keep the tag right there on him.
Sean Bible gave the safe sign and then went to the outside. Good bunt this time. Sanchez gets to it. Does he get him? In time to get Clemens. That's a really nice play by Edgar Sanchez. That was a good bunt.
He's fielding his position tonight. Once on a sacrifice bunt, gets the lead runner at second, and right here goes down with the bare hand. Makes a strong throw just ahead of Cody Clemens. Just ahead of him right there.
So 2 quick outs.
You saw him go down with the bare hand. That is one time when you can go down with that bare hand when it's going to be a bang-bang play. As a pitcher, if you have time, go down with the glove. Make sure you can field the ball.
Misses with the break ball to Barrera. This ball popped up. Jefferson going back. Under. And he's got it. We go to the top of the 5th. We'll have Augie Garrido when we come back. Nothing ball game here in the top of the 5th. We take this opportunity to go down to the Texas dugout and visit with head coach Augie Garrido. Coach, first thing I want to talk about is that's the Connor Mays that we've grown to know and love. He was really good tonight. Had good command of all of his pitches.
He really did. It's very exciting to see him step up and pitch the way he did most of the year last year. And hopefully from this point forward, he'll be a much needed addition to our pitching staff.
Hey, Coach, you talk about the players having to go out and challenge themselves and get some confidence back, but this little pitcher, Edgar Sanchez, you got to show a little patience as well.
Yeah, you have to show a little patience, and we have to execute. Both things have to happen. So it hadn't so far, but offensively. But if we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have no luck at all.
Thanks for taking the time, Coach.
You bet.
That's head coach Augie Garrido. Texas here in a nothing game, and they're going to go to their bullpen, but that was a good outing for Connor Mays. That's a confidence builder right there. Really and truly, other than the 4-pitch walk, he was in total command. I think he put the ball pretty much every place he wanted to put it.
The fastball tonight was good. At times it couldn't find the breaking ball, but he did find it eventually. There were a couple times when that fastball popped in there like we saw last season and early this season, and he wasn't walking around the mound. He wasn't talking to himself. He was just out there staying with it himself.
And so Texas goes to the bullpen.
Still concentrating over there.
He is. Nick Kennedy into the game. Freshman from Florida. He's got some really good stuff. Still command. If he can get the ball around the plate, he's got electric stuff.
Yeah, that fastball was 91. He can throw 95. When you do struggle with command, you take velocity off for location.
To his left, Baker. Throw to first in time. Nice job by Casey Clemens to keep his foot on the bag for the first out. Wells is retired 6-3.
See Joe shaking his head right there. Comes up. Kind of throws it all his body off to the side. Close enough for Casey.
T-Mai steps in. He grounded back to Mays his first time up.
As an infielder, outfielder, you also look for that release point when you throw it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you don't have much time to think. You just have to get it and throw it.
To be a guy that is accurate with his throws as an infielder, your feet have to be in the right position. And you mentioned it perfectly. Baker's feet were not in line with where he was throwing. Got to get your feet in line. To be a good fielder, you got to have great feet. The 1-1. Good breaking ball, and it's 1-2. The Panthers on the season, Greg, have really struggled against left-handed pitching. 176 as a team. Compare that to 290 as a team against right-handed pitching.
That was filthy. That's the good slider that Nick can throw in there. He has the one that he can throw over the plate, but this one here, what's the big sweep on this slider? Gets down to the back of the zone. Really stays with it. See the front shoulder right at the end. Powerful lower body.
Josh Jefferson steps in. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. On the ground to Baker. Throw across in time, and a good inning for Nick Kennedy. 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers. We'll have Antoine Riggins when we come back.
Thanks for coming in.
Nothing ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. We take this opportunity to go down to the Panthers dugout and visit with their first-year head coach, Antoine Riggins. Coach, well, the first thing I want to talk about, your team is put together a little strange because of the fact is you didn't start till September 1st. So it's been a work in progress, let's say, to this point, right?
Yes, sir. Like you said, I got hired late. So I had to take the kids that was all the way to here. And it was a roster of 24. And I ended up taking 10 more walk-ons. And here we go.
Hey, Coach, you said the man on the mound was going to give you the best chance to win. Well, right now he's doing outstanding.
Yes, every time Sanchez take the mound, he give us a better chance to win because he can't throw everything for strikes and he keep people off balance and he keep us in games.
Coach, good luck to you tonight and the rest of the season, and thanks for taking the time to visit with us.
All right, thank you, guys.
Antoine Riggins in his first year as a head coach. He's really fun to sit down and talk to. You can tell he's a baseball guy.
Yeah, work in progress. It's always a strange situation for a coach to come in. It's not his players. He's got to get to know them. They have to get to know him. And says he's done a lot of teaching to these players, and they're very receptive to it.
Sanchez out for his fifth inning of work. Breaking ball just misses downstairs. He's done a nice job. He's kept the Longhorns off balance. Only one base hit in the game for each club to this point.
Texas hasn't had a runner pass first. The runners that have been to first have been thrown out to second. The one that got to second overslid the bag and was tagged out.
The 2-0. Hit the center for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game. Second inning in a row. Texas has led the inning off with a base hit. Joe Baker's been active defensively in this ball game. A lot of plays to his left. He's had to charge quite a few times and come make some plays. The shortstop gets more involved when a pitcher's doing a good job of getting the hitters off balance.
There's been a lot of balls on the infield tonight. It's good to see Joe being able to make those plays. It tells you that the leg is fine, the foot is fine. A lot of action for Joe tonight.
You were talking about Texas not having a runner to second base in the ball game. They've had the leadoff hitter reach base 4 or 5 innings, and usually that means, you heard Coach Carrito talk about it, execution. They haven't been able to execute, get that runner in the scoring position. See if Baker can do it here. Sanchez gets it, looks at second, says I better go to first. Gets the out. Good execution there.
Better bunt by Joe. More towards first base. Edgar Sanchez gets off the mound. He gets off quick again. Seen peak right there. But fool me once, not twice. Casey a little quicker getting down that line and a better jump to make it to second.
Patrick Mathis steps in. He popped up his first time up. Curveball in there for a strike. The 0-1. Back out of play. And quickly it's 0-2 to Mathis.
Nice. Kept his eye on it the entire time. Didn't move anything except his hand. One-handed grab.
Good catch.
Didn't panic.
Oh-2 up and away. Sophomore from Waco digs back in. Looking for his 30th RBI of the year. Out to center. Gurka over, makes the play for the second out of the inning. That brings Zane Gurwitz to the plate. Zane grounded to short his first time up. Zane's been good all year long in these scenarios. 371 with runners in scoring position. See if he can get it done here. Fouls his breaking ball back. Hitting his rhythm and timing, and Sanchez is just moving his speeds. A really very fastball hits the outside corner. His speed's 84 at the top end, probably we've seen in his fastball, all the way down to like 76. He's never at the same speed, it seems like, with every pitch. He takes a little off, puts a little on, keeps you off balance.
Texas faced the lefty from Stanford earlier in the year and said they never faced anything like that. They haven't faced a righty like this all year either. Throwing under the hitting speed is Edgar Sanchez. Throwing out 5 shutout innings against the Horns. 0-0.
You're already.
Tomorrow at McCombs Field, the Mean Green are in town. 5 o'clock Central as they take on Connie Clark and the Horns. Catch the game live on LHN or streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app. As North Texas and Texas hook up, I believe there's the center fielder, Lindsey Stevens, right there.
Their grand slam Sunday against Kansas. She was drafted in the Ladies Softball League this year.
Absolutely. Back to the top of the order, third time through for the Panthers. Gurka, freshman from Navasota. Wanted time, couldn't get it. Good breaking ball there. Kennedy has come in with that electric stuff.
He's working quick. Really got a fast tempo going. It's very effective for him. So is this back foot slider he has working tonight.
Faced 4 batters, struck out 2 of them.
Do you ever go up for time and not get it and then panic?
Yeah.
It can't be a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling. Usually you come back and swing exactly what Kirka did there.
Did you ever get a hit doing it?
Yeah, I did that once too, but it was more luck than anything else. Usually your concentration is broken apart so badly when that happens that you have no chance. Macias 0 for 2 as he steps in. To Baker. In time, and 2 quick outs for Kennedy and Texas here in the 6th. 16 pitches since coming into the game, 13 of them for strikes.
That's getting it done. Could be a big confidence booster for him.
Shannon Washington steps in.
It's amazing what throwing strikes will do. I mean, like you said, 7 out of 10 times you're going to fail.
Right.
So if you get the ball around the plate, odds are in your favor for a pitcher, because you know where you want to throw it, what you want to throw.
Tried to overthrow that, came out of his hand.
Looked like it might have been more of a curveball. Just slipped out of his hand.
Washington's had a great year, as we were talking about. You can see the numbers there. Good location with that fastball, and it's 1-2. Cantu knocks that down. That got a piece of Michael there.
He was taking a beating there for a while.
Yeah, Matt Martinez, a little professional courtesy, walks out, takes a little time, gives Cantu a chance to recover. Umpires take care of catchers. Catchers will take care of umpires when they get hit as well. The 2-2. Fouled off. I think this is one of those times when I would use that breaking ball right here. A lot of times 2-2, you've heard me say I like to see guys go attack with the fastball, but I think he's got him set up for the good hard breaking ball. Got him.
Heater down in there.
It was a heater.
Looked like a slider.
6 up, 6 down for Nick Kennedy since coming into the game. This is a dynamite pitch.
Gets him with the slider. Back legs him, and then a fastball in the inner half. Nick Kennedy 1, 2, 3. The horns are coming up.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Texas has had 3 base runners thrown out at second base. Sanchez has been outstanding. Connor Mays was outstanding as well. And how about Nick Kennedy? He's into the game. 2-inning stretch, 6 up, 6 down.
He's pitched real well. And Connor Mays, good to see him tonight. The 4 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts through 48 pitches, 34 for strikes. His longest outing since March 18th.
Michael Cantu rips one back through the box into center for the 5th time in 6 innings. Texas has their leadoff batter reach base.
Good for Michael. Went down and got this one. Hit right on it, right back up the middle.
That is a good swing right there. Bunt situation here for Rand as he steps in. Freshman from Cyprus. Squares early. Good bunt. Sanchez only played at first. He goes barehanded again. Didn't panic though and got the out. Good execution by Texas.
Good bunt by Tyler. Deadens it out there, but yeah, he goes down barehanded again. He got down there with it. Stabbed at it with that bare hand. Got the out.
Jones 1 for 2, but he's reached base both times. Thrown out as he overslid the bag his last time up. Curveball in there for strike 1. Jones has got good power. Outfield not very deep for the Panthers at all, especially Mack and left.
There's a little danger zone out there in left right now.
Yeah, he's way too close.
The wind isn't blowing all that much.
Off at the end of the bat, foul. And it's 1-2 to Jones. Activity in the Texas bullpen. Bo Ridgway starting to loosen. I would think if he's getting ready to come into the game.
Yeah, if he's still throwing.
Two and two now to Jones. Just misses inside, and the count goes full.
Nice pitch.
He had him frozen. It just couldn't get the strike zone.
Just inside.
Breaking ball misses downstairs. First walk issued by Sanchez. Something working here for Texas. First time they've had 2 base runners in an inning.
Batting third baseman, number 2, Cody Clemens.
Cody Clemens 0 for 2. He struck out in the first. Was thrown out by Sanchez on a really good play on a bunt his last time up. Outside for ball 1. Clemens has been good in these scenarios most of the season. .350 on the year with runners in scoring position. This is outside. It's a good hitter's pitch coming here. It's the best opportunity. You guys changing speed zone, you can look for a speed right now. It's not really a location. You can set on a speed. Say, all right, I think he's going to take something off of this and set back a little bit more. I know that there were times when I could get in good counts that I would start looking for speeds. Not necessarily a pitch, but the speed of the pitch. This is upstairs.
6 straight by Sanchez.
Right down Broadway, and it's 3-1. Catches the top part of the zone, and the count's full.
Came back right at the end. See this one float in there, and then right at the end, just comes right back.
Don't believe the runners will be off here. Not running on the ground into right field. Coming around is Cantu, and Texas is on the board.
This ball hit by Cody. Takes the big hop and stays down right there when it gets to first, and Angel Avalos expecting the hop, and that ball just stayed down. 3.
Third miscue of the game for the Panthers. That's been a bugaboo for them all year long.
Yeah, it's .936 fielding percentage coming in. 86 errors, now 89 on the season for Prairie View. A little break in the action. I like to give my partner a belated happy birthday.
Oh, well, you're a day late.
Well, yeah, belated. Belated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old is what that's called.
Hey, you made it to another one. There he is.
Yeah,
1973.
Well, let's just.
That would put you around 8. I think I know how old you are, but I'm not going to say it.
A chance for Texas to break it open here as Barrera comes to the plate. Lead now 1-0. You can see Texas record 16-5 on the season when they score first. You plan on scoring earlier than the 6th inning. But on the board now, and it's a 1-0 ball game.
Good opportunity right here. Still 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Chris pops up twice to second in this ball game.
Jones at third. Clements at first. 1 across in the inning. Barrera pulls this ball foul. Throw over. Clements back in.
T. Mine's back there going, just throw it over the plate. If he goes, I got you.
That's right.
2 for 2.
Panthers at double play depth in the infield. Upstairs. And it's 1-1. Barrera steps back in.
Right off the mask of Matt Martinez right there. Right at the bottom. It's got that new part that sticks down a little bit further. That one saved his neck right there. See that part right below. Right there, that part saved him. He keeps moving on me.
Yep. 1-2 to Barrera. Got him.
Went upstairs twice. Back to back. Tress unable to get to that one. The 4th strikeout of the night.
So 2 gone now for Casey Clements. He has reached twice. Once via an error and the other with a single to center. So he's 1 for 2 as he steps in here. Throw over again. Again, we haven't seen a good move. He has stepped off to throw over every time. He hasn't shown the best move.
He just lulls you to sleep and then throws the fastball by you.
82 unearned runs this season for the Panthers. It's hard to win games. You're giving up 82 unearned runs.
Extra runs.
Bigger lead for Clements. Not running. Off speed, misses outside, and it's 2-0 to Casey. Cody had about another 6 or 8 inch lead that time.
Maybe getting out there a little further so he can get in the shade. The sun's right in his eyes over there.
Backdoor breaking ball, and it's 2-1.
Sanchez not in a hurry.
He works quickly when there's nobody on, but you can tell when there's somebody on.
There's the sun right in Cody's eyes.
There he goes. Downstairs, no throw. Stolen base for Cody Clements. Got an excellent jump. T-my that time. That's a play that's you go over before the guy runs, say, hey, we're not throwing. Chance to get 2 now. 3-1 on the ground. The second. His throw to first is behind the runner. Coming in to score is Jones. 4th miscue of the ball game. And Texas leads 2-0. Casey comes up a little gimpy.
Ball hit out to the right of Avalos. He went for it. At that time, there was no one covering first. He goes for it and throw by Josh Jefferson. Had to throw on the run with Avalos trying to get back. And alertly, Sanchez was over there. He got the ball, or Cody would have come in easily and scored.
I'm not sure what Casey did, but he's going to stay in the game. I don't know if he was trying to avoid the throw. He was limping as he went by the bag. Fourth miscue of the ball game. Texas has taken advantage and put a 2 spot on the board. Joe Baker steps in. 0 for 1 in this one. Outside for ball 1. Pull foul. Sanchez, who was cruising along with his pitch count, 25 pitches this inning.
He's had some runners on. Given the extra outs has made him throw a lot of pitches this inning.
Catches the corn. And it's 1-2 to Baker. Yeah, he had 13 in the first, 10 in the second, 14 in the third, 8 in the fourth, 11 in the fifth, and now 26 here in the sixth. Out toward right. Playable for Williams. Under, makes the play. And Texas takes advantage of the miscues and builds a 2-0 lead. Texas upcoming schedule this weekend. They will go to Morgantown, West Virginia, and come back on the 17th after finals, take on Texas State Bobcats, and then finish their regular season with a 3-game set with Baylor, and then on to Oklahoma City to the Bricktown Ballpark for the Big 12 tournament. That's May 25th through the 29th. 2/3 of the game in the books, 2-0 Texas. And Texas goes to the bullpen again. The 2 pitchers tonight for Texas have been really good. Connor Mays, his best outing maybe of the season, even though it was only 4 innings. Then Nick Kennedy was brilliant. Faced 6 batters, struck out 3 of them in 2 innings of work. And now Bo Ridgway on.
Bo's going to come in. Hopefully he can feed off those 2 pitchers. I like that one down there. Just the 2 walks on the season for Bo Ridgway. Comes in throwing strikes. Got a chance to meet his grandparents walking out of the game on Sunday, walking out to the cars. Wonderful people. They're here tonight as well.
Avalos steps in. Grounder up the first baseline. He has it. Steps on the bag for the first out of the inning.
There's Nick, 2 innings. Perfection. 3 strikeouts. Only 22 pitches. Showed the good slider again tonight, and the fastball. The velocity's down, but the control, more control on the pitch.
Williams squares the bunt, pulls the bat back for strike one. Breaking ball and a good one. Good location. Quickly, it's 0-2. A little bit too much on that one.
You got to get Travis Duke in tonight, don't you?
I would have to. Good breaking ball there. Had him out in front. Got away from Cantu. Have to throw to first in time.
I believe Travis is 8 behind Austin Wood.
How about May 3rd? Wasn't there a good day you had on May 3rd? What? 1986? Struck out 16 batters?
My memory didn't go back that far.
One of your 14 shutouts in your career here at the University of Texas.
16?
He's punched out 16. He threw a lot of pitches that day. Back with a base hit.
This day in history?
That's this day in history. University of Houston. Wells steps in. Wells 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to short. Misses outside. Little short conversation between Cantu and Ridgway. No runs, 2 hits, 4 miscues for Prairie View A&M. Texas 2 runs on 3 hits. They've made 1 error in the ball game. To short. Up with it is Baker. Throw across the diamond in time. And that ends the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the Dish. Texas leads 2-0. Fans having a great time dancing to the Cotton Eye Joe here at UFCU Dish Farm Field. But you think back a few years ago, I think I saw a left-handed pitcher named Swindell doing a dance. Oh, I'm telling you.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
It's the Cosby Show.
Okay, it's the Cosby Show. I got you.
The opening for the Cosby Show back in the day.
There you go. Number 21.
I have better moves than that.
Patrick Mathis pops this ball up. Sky high. Wells calls for it, moves around, makes the play. We may have to see that dance again. So that was the theme. You were dancing to the theme of the Cosby Show?
Yeah, they wanted people to do it, and they showed it right before the Cosby Show came on. Locally in Cleveland. Nationally on Longhorn Network.
That was. But you can look at it this way. It's not in HD.
Kind of look like a bobblehead right there.
Oh, that's great. Zane Gerwitz steps in. Right side, knocked down. Steps on the bag. 2 quick outs for Texas here in the 7th. This game would be 0-0, Greg, without the miscues. Sanchez has been really good.
It's been outstanding. The errors haven't been even difficult ones, but they've cost Prairie View all season.
Michael Cantu's single came in to score his last time up. Swing and a miss there. talked about it earlier. Sanchez at 91 pitches. He's been up over 140 in a game this season.
Yes, and over 105 times.
Breaking ball foul back out of play.
One out away from getting out of this inning. If the score stays the same, he wouldn't have to throw the ninth. So one more inning for him tonight if he gets out of this one. Put him right there where he wants to be, right around 110, 115.
Has not given up an earned run in the ball game.
Only 3 hits.
1-2 misses outside.
3 singles.
Texas 19-4 when they lead after 6 innings of. They lead here. Sanchez is upstairs and it's a full count. On the ground into left. This could go for extra bases. Cantu on his way to second with a 2-out double.
Good for Michael again. Stays down with it. Right down the line.
Just by the diving Wells into the corner. So Tyler Rand with a chance to increase the lead. Rand has struck out and sacrificed in his 2 plate appearances. Fouls this ball. Had a good pitch to hit right there.
Just pulled off of that one a little.
Popped out to right. Williams has it, and that ends his 7th. 2-0 ball game, but we can't go away without seeing
Come on, man.
the dance. Greg Swindell takes us to break. We go to the top of the 8th, 2-0 Texas. You can see neither team has really pounded the baseball. The miscue is a major part of the game, but Greg, at this point, Texas finds a way to get a win. That's what they're looking for right now. This put a W on the board. 4 games under 500. I think you and I both are thinking the same way. You try to win them all every time, but you want to try to get to 500.
I see what's going on back here. Yeah, you do. I mean, you don't want to beat yourself. I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier in the game. You want to play good. They have 1 error, but they're taking advantage of the errors by Prairie View and got themselves in position to win this ball game. And any win from here on out is good.
It is a good win. Connor Mays has been really good. If you just tuned in, he went 4 really strong innings. Then out of the bullpen, Nick Kennedy came in and did a nice job, and then Bo Ridgway. And now we get a chance to see Chase Sugar. I think it's important for him to go out and establish again and get going, get some confidence going.
If he's going to be the man at the back end of the bullpen, exactly. Come back in, get him back in there quick after a rough outing, get his confidence back. Get him out there to throw up some zeros.
He'll be facing the 8, 9, and 1 spots for the Panthers here in the 8th. Good live fastball from Chase. Tima is a freshman from Pearland. Done a nice job behind the plate tonight for Prairie View. Chops this one. Baker gets it.
Been busy.
Absolutely. It's a nice play by Joe for the first out here in the 8th.
7 to Joe tonight. This one a little tougher, just up over the mound. Puts it on the second base side of the infield. Has his momentum going that way and a strong throw.
That's his 7th assist of the night for Baker. Jones steps in. He came on to play defense, the sophomore from Fort Worth. In the top of the frame, his first at bat in the ball game. And quickly it's 0-2. Sugar's 0-2. Fastball.
Got in 95. Got the buckler right here.
I would think it's time for it.
After a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in, get that breaking ball over the plate right here.
Did he go? Cantu knocks it down and asks for the appeal, and he did not.
I actually think you can start this one at Rashad Jones. If he sees it coming at him after 95, he's going to flinch. Have it break right over the plate.
The 1-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, gets away from Cantu. But once the hitter gets outside the circle, that's a big note for young players. If you turn and you get outside of the circle, you can see why there's a white stripe right around this circle. And when you get outside that, you're out.
You're giving yourself up at that point.
You've given the out away. So 2 gone. Back to the top of the order. Ball popped up. Sugar comes back to it. Can't make the play. Base hit.
That's one of the toughest plays right there you'll see. I mean, it jammed him so much the ball just gets over the mound. When you're running with your back to it, the ball looking up over your head, it's hard to gauge. Nothing anyone could do about that.
Macias will step in. He's 0 for 3.
I probably wouldn't even got off the mound.
Third hit of the ball game for the Panthers. This is the tying run here in the 8th. Lines this ball to right in front of Mathis. All of a sudden, back-to-back base hits, and Shannon Washington, their best hitter, coming to the plate. Macias does a nice job. Short, quick right there. Just gets on top of the baseball.
No stride. Able to do that, and the pitch was up.
Washington steps in. He's reached on an error. He's 0 for 3. Breaking ball. Did he go around? Again, he did not, as Roger Claycomb, first base umpire, says no, he did not. Downstairs. This is a dangerous pitch.
Yes, it is. Washington has 6 homers and 30 RBIs on the season.
Just misses there. Coach Riggins, would you turn him loose here? That's the question. I might turn him loose right here and give him a chance to swing it. The 3-0. He did.
Healthy cut right there.
Yeah, I'd let it go too. I mean, I'd let him go too. This is your one power threat and a fastball count. Good location again with that heater. And the runners will be off with the pitch here.
2 good fastballs running in to Washington. By Chase Sugar.
The runners are off. Foul right side. Out of play.
Travis Duke, along with Nolan Kingham. Nolan the righty, Duke the lefty.
And Duke would be getting ready for Avalos, who's up next, scheduled next. Longest at bat of the night by any Prairie View player. This off of the fist, tough play for Barrera, has it, throws across his body in time. Nice play by Barrera to get out of the inning. The Panthers threaten, but don't score. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-0.
College baseball on Longhorn Network is brought to you by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly.
And now for our turning point, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Happened back in the 6th inning, Greg. And the inability to make plays is the difference in this game. 2 unearned runs scored by Texas in that 2-run 6th inning.
A tough play right there to throw it back to the first baseman offline. Texas with 4 hits, Prairie View with 4 errors, but Texas takes advantage and gets the 2 runs.
So we go to the bottom of the 8th, back to the top of the order. Travis Jones has walked and scored, reached on an error, and singled. So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's done a nice job since being moved into that leadoff spot in the order for Texas. On the ground to his left, into center. Second hit of the night for Jones. Macias couldn't get to it. A good start for Texas.
Macias couldn't get to it. And Nick Gurka got to it quick this time, and Travis Jones can't think about a double on that.
Yeah. Cody Clement steps in. Probably a bunt situation here. He is 0 for 3 as he steps in. He does square. Downstairs for ball 1. Sanchez has his 100th pitch of the day.
Like a fake bunt steal. Travis not even getting off at all.
Good bunt by Clements. 2 hands that time. Sanchez guns it to first. Sacrifice. Executed perfectly. Herrera did a nice job playing second base tonight. If you're just tuning in, yes, that's second base. This is a difficult play. You got the runner, find the baseball, then throw back across your body just in time to get the out. 0 for 3 on the night as he steps in. Downstairs for ball 1. Texas 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position in the ball game. Here's another stat that'll blow you away. Texas is 0-6 when they go 0 for with runners in scoring position. 0-6. You would think a big fly or something. Yeah. 2-0 misses outside, and it's 3-0. If you're Coach Garrido, do you turn him loose here?
Saw on the top. Tris 0 for 3 tonight. Hasn't looked real good at the plate. Could be his best opportunity on a 3-0 pitch.
And Casey Clemens has 2 of the 5 hits. He was not swinging there. Casey's had a good night. Off speed downstairs. Opportunity again for Texas.
There is action in the Prairie View bullpen. Albeit just some light tossing going on down there. First players we've seen down there all night.
I don't think at this point you would he's starting to tire. There's no question you're over 100 pitches. Everybody would, but they want to talk about what they want to try to do right here. Well, he's pitched a really nice ball game. No earned runs in the game. The people he's walked, it's been in spots where you can tell he's maybe pitching around a little bit. Jordan Johnson tossing. I don't think you can pitch with that white thing on your right arm.
You know, I would take the shades off my hat too.
Let's see the numbers right there.
No, he has. He's just not overpowering at all. So what do? You keep hitters off balance by throwing it slower, and slowest. That's what he's done tonight. A very, very good job, and has kept his team in the game.
In the last 4 ball games on the road, he's pitched 21 1/3 innings, allowed just 5 earned runs, an ERA of 2.11, and he's done a nice job here tonight where he has not given up an earned run. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Off speed upstairs. Good speed on the base pass. Travis Jones at second. Hit pretty well to left. Going back is Mack. Can he get there? He runs out of real estate. The ball fades away. And a souvenir.
They get it?
Somebody got it. There was a fight for it. And it's 1-2. Oh, hit pretty well to center. But can't get to it. It's over his head. Jones will come in to score. Here comes Barrera around. He's headed to the plate. No relay, and it's 4-0 Texas.
Travis was going to score on this regardless. In case he's staying down on it right there. The ball tails away from Gurka. He got turned around. It was really a good read by Tress. He was already almost stepping on second when that ball hit the ground on a full sprint.
13th double of the season for Casey Clements.
That's that speed you were talking about. Tress scoring from first.
Yeah, well, Jones has got good speed. Would quite give it. This ball popped up on a bunt. Will they let it roll? Yes, it does. It goes foul.
Too much English on that ball.
It's 0-1 to Baker. First earned runs of the game for Texas. First RBIs of the game by the Longhorns. Separated now to a 4-0 ball game. Baker with a sacrifice. He is 0 for 2. Breaking ball stays upstairs. 4, 5, and 6 due for the Panthers in the ninth. You think they will be facing Chase Sugar?
Still just 1 out. Texas relievers are going
fair ball into the corner. Clements scores easily. Back-to-back doubles, and it's 5-0 Texas. Starting to take advantage now of a tiring Sanchez.
They're breaking balls up. Joe does hit it towards the end of the bat, but able to keep it fair. just inside the line.
Patrick Mathis will step in. 7th double of the year for Joe Baker. Patrick looking for his first hit of the night. Breaking ball comes back and catches the corner. A little maintenance on the shoestring. And we'll do it again at 1-1. Popped again. Williams coming on. Can they get there? Gurka cannot get to it. Cannot make the play. On his way to third. On his way to second is Mathis. The ball gets away. On his way to the plate is Baker. And he's in to score. Mathis heads to third. There's a lot of action on one play.
It was. This ball went up in the air. The right fielder, Darian Williams, broke back. And the ball was more towards the infield. You'll see him break back, and then at the last second, he's coming in, and that's when Nick Gurka also recognized that Darian broke back on it. An errant throw to third. An errant throw to second. And Joe Baker alertly sees the dive. Right there, he's going to score. Joe Baker's going to get around the tag. Texas now takes a 6-0 lead. 1 out in the 8th.
You recognize that person right there, don't you?
I pity the fool.
Just you got to put a mohawk on it.
I pity the fool.
That's Mr. T.
Now I recognize him.
Played his first season of football at Prairie View A&M, majored in mathematics. Also starred in the A-team. Cecil Cooper, well, I tell you what, Cecil Cooper was a heck of a baseball player. And so was Ken Houston. Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Jordan Johnson now in the game for Prairie View. Been down there getting loose, and on that last play, it was given a single by Patrick Mathis. Then E5 for Joe Baker to go home, then E4 for Patrick Mathis to get to third base.
Johnson, sophomore from Fort Worth, 17th appearance of the year as he comes in here to face Zane Gerwitz. Still 1 out in the inning, 4 across for Texas. Season high 6 miscues for Prairie View A&M. Texas gets some separation here in the bottom of the 8th. Ball hit pretty well to center. Gurka going back, looking up. He gets to it, makes the play. Tagging is Mathis, jogging in to score. And it's 7-0. Sacrifice fly Zane Gerwitz. That was a nice play.
It was similar to the one that Casey hit out there, but this one stayed straight the entire time. The one Casey hit had some slice on it. It's all the way back there right in front of the warning track. Well, he's putting his sprints in this inning too, his Gurka.
James Barton will get an opportunity to hit his first at bat of the season. As he comes on here to hit. Pinch hitting role for Michael Cantu. Cantu had a good ball game. He was 2 for 3 on the night. He's a senior.
James normally everyday duties are bullpen catcher. In the last couple of years, Augie's given these men who work hard every day an opportunity to get in there in a ball game. James did bat in the alumni game, had the first hit for the alumni in about the 4th inning. His first at bat since the alumni game. The bullpen catchers are unsung. They do a great job. They're with the team every day, travel. Last catcher, bullpen catcher, Patrick Marsh. He went 1 for 1 in his career.
Sure did. On the ground. See us across in time, and that ends the inning. But Texas puts a 5 spot on the board. We go to the ninth, 7-0.
He made it.
Been high of miscues. It's been a part of the year for the Panthers. 6 in the ball game. And Texas took late in the game for them to really take advantage of that. But how they got on the board, 2 unearned runs in the 6th, and then 3 unearned runs in the 8th.
And Texas, up until the 8th inning, wasn't putting hits with the errors. In this 8th inning, Texas put together 4 base hits to go along with some errors by Prairie View, and that way they were able to put 5 on the board.
4, 5, and 6 due. Sugared out for his 2nd inning of work. Trace Pereira moves in from 2nd to behind the plate, and Jake McKenzie moves out to 2nd base here in the top of the 9th.
A save situation.
It is a save because it was a 2-0 game when Chase came into the ball game in the 8th. 2-1 line to center. 5th hit of the ball game for the Panthers.
3rd off Chase Sugar.
And now for our most dependable player of the game, powered by Chevy Silverado, Casey Clements. 2 for 4, single and a double, couple of RBIs, scored a run. He is our most dependable player of the game, powered by Chevy Silverado. Hit on the ground to 3rd, could be 2 to 2nd to McKenzie. The relay to 1st in time. An excellent turn by Jake McKenzie. 5, 4, 3 and a beauty.
The ball hit hard right at Cody. He got it to Jake in a hurry, and then Jake with a strong arm throw to 1st.
So now away.
Augie's walking out onto the field.
Time called here as
Go talk to John Bible.
Augie Garrido is
actually delivering a baseball to
John Bible as John Bible at the end of his career as a umpire, worked back when I played here at the University of Texas. He's been one of the best collegiate umpires in the history of college baseball.
Well, John's always been here. Like you said, he's been here about 40 years. Umpired a lot of ball games, umpired a lot of College World Series ball games. Nice round of applause and a good gesture right there by Augie Garrido and the Texas fans.
He'll be missed.
He'll still be around.
He'll be here. You won't see him working on the field, though. So 2 gone here in the 9th as Mack steps in. 1 for 3 on the night is Joseph. Out in front of the plate. Sugar barehands it, throw to 1st in time, and Texas comes away with the victory. Greg, there's so many things in this game for me that jump off the page. First one starts back with Connor Mays.
So Connor Mays started this game under control. Had the good fastball, found the breaking ball, and to go 4 innings and only give up 1 hit and strike out 5. Got it started for Texas tonight.
Well, then the second part of it, Nick Kennedy comes in. He looks really good, as does Bo Ridgway. Now, still a little shaky again for Chase Sugar with command.
Yeah, command. I think he gets hit and he shies away from things, but all in all, a shutout. He did get 2 shutout innings in tonight and looked better in the 9th inning right there. A well-pitched game and something Texas needed for the pitching staff, but also to come back late, get the hits, score some runs, and get a W after a tough weekend.
Yeah, get James Barton into the game, senior. What a great moment for him. Obviously, great moment for John Bible to go with it there at the end, calling his games. Now, going forward from this point, you got to go on the road this weekend, and you got to play a West Virginia team who's playing maybe some of their best baseball. It's going to be a tough challenge for Texas to go in there and maintain 4th place in conference race.
They have to play good. They have to play good baseball. West Virginia swept the weekly awards with newcomer player and pitcher of the week, so they're playing well, and not an easy place to go play and win. Texas just needs to continue to play good baseball and not beat themselves.
Yeah, and I think they build a little confidence in. Our final score, Texas 7, Prairie View nothing. Join us tomorrow for Longhorn softball at 5 Central. Now we leave you with the eyes of Texas.
Thanks again for spending